Welcome back to the workshop, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench. So, I don't know where you live, but where I live, seasons are changing. Summer is gone. Fall is coming. Plants are growing, but they're also dying. Today, I wanted to talk briefly about tools and how sometimes tools reach a point where it takes a lot to restore them. Their season has come and their season has gone. This is a KK Keen Cutter number 6. This plane is known as a fore plane, F-O-R-E. So, it's known as the plane that you use before any other. I don't know about that. Because I thought the scrub plane was the plane you used before any other. But that's a whole nother story. We've talked about that in the past. Well, this plane is more or less in as-found condition. I have cleaned it with ballistol, which is a petroleum, like a mineral oil, wax, and some other herbal oils like anise, A-N-I-S-E. I get a little bit of a wheezing from it because of the anise, but that's besides the point. So I cleaned it up a little bit. And I have honed the blade and I have fitted the chip breaker. But, as I said, seasons come and seasons go. People are born and people die. Tools are made and they wear out. So, in regards to this plane, I have honed it, and in grinding the bevel, that's the easy part, okay? Because grinding, you can get rid of all the different rust and pits, nicks, they're gone. But the backside, the flat, we're taught to flatten that. However, when you have serious pitting, and I don't know if you can see this, I'm trying a new setting on the camera. I don't know much about cameras. I'm a woodworker. But someone said something to me about the resolution or the DPIs or the MIAs and the CIAs. I don't know, something about some bunch of letters. But I'm trying a new setting. If you have a pit, P-I-T, that is a pocket of rust, corrosion, steel that has been eaten away, okay, by oxidation and water. If you have a pit that matches up with the cutting edge, mind you, remember we've talked about this, the cutting edge is nothing but the two planes of surface coming to infinity, okay? If you have a pit that comes to the edge, you will get a nick in the blade, which will leave a mark on your plane surface. So, if you can't flatten it, you have to lift, let me see if I can show you. You have to lift the back a little bit more each pass until the pitting is gone. That's called creating a back bevel. A back bevel is negligible, or how shall I say, not important, if it's a couple to 3 degrees or below. it's not worth discussing, okay? All you want to do is create a sharp edge. If a back bevel is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 degrees, now you're talking about it's important and you're doing it for a special purpose. That's not part of this discussion, everybody. So, what I did was hone this until such time as the pitting went away. And that's it. I fitted the chip breaker to it. I haven't de-rusted this, cleaned it, other than hitting it with the ballistol. And it will cut. Now, the fact that it will cut does not mean it will cut well. The hardness of the blade at this point being so small here, I'm thinking it may be getting softer and softer. Number one. Number two, the fact that I have not flattened the plane, I have not checked the sole, I haven't done any real restoration to this plane. I just wanted to test it to see if it would actually work. And it's a little tricky. It's a little come and go here. So, we put the blade in, and this has the opposite thread on it. It's an older plane. I don't know which is left-handed and which is right-handed. Some guys get into all that stuff. You know what? I don't get into all that. But it will cut. So, the blade is sharp enough to cut. It's a pretty thick shaving on the one side. I would say 2 to 3 thousandths on one side and 0 on the other. Let's see if we can't level that out a little bit. I don't know. We'll try it. But there pretty much isn't a plane that I have had come across my bench that I can't get to take a shaving. Okay? But in order to get the precision that we need for certain tasks, this would be fine right now, as is, unrestored, to take a board from the sawmill and get the sawmill marks off of it. Okay? This plane will work today the same as it did the day it was made. It's got a broken tote, the requisite paint on the knob, it's got pit marks and rust on the sole, but this plane will work as a roughing plane. Seasons come, seasons go. You want a precision cut, you've got to go to a tool whose season is a lot younger. Like this number 5 that I restored. See the difference? See the difference between the shavings? You've got gossamer wing and you've got crunchy paper. So that's about it for today. I just wanted to point out that sometimes certain tools have reached a point where you cannot expect too much from them. But that doesn't make them unusable. Okay? That doesn't make them unusable. But boy, do I tell you, summer is gone and fall is here, and I have a funny feeling that we are going to have a tough winter. It's coming. What do you think about that? So let me know if this video is any better. If you noticed any difference in this video, please, in the comment section, just write me a note. The image is clearer, or the video is clearer, or the audio is clearer. I'm testing this new camera setting. I don't know anything about cameras. I'm a woodworker with an apron. By the way, aprons are important. Yes, aprons are important. That's a whole nother topic. So that's about it for today. Head out to your shop. Go make some shavings. Walter out.